So it's the 3rd of May, and I'm going to continue with the diary of my garden for the rest of the May days. And today I want to just look at the greenhouse. And I've had this camera cumulus for about 2 years now. You can see I've got my little tag there. And in the ground, I have a comparison of how much a greenhouse can help in terms of the growth rate, and it might be kind of shocking. So as I said, I've had this for 2 years. When I bought it, the trunk was probably about there, probably there. So, it's not a great deal of trunk growth. However, the foliage was not nearly as vibrant and as tall as this. So it looks like it's sort of had, well, it's not etiolated, but it's elongated so much that it looks like etiolation, but it's not. It's completely healthy growth. And when I bought it, it was not probably smaller than half the size of that, the foliage. And the comparison I have is this Camerops over here, which has been in the ground for maybe closer to 3 years, and you can see the struggle. Like, wow. I had to dig him up and move him into here because he just wasn't doing well. And to be fair, I don't think that's all to do with climate. I think that's probably due to the substrate, because where I had it in the ground, it's very clay-based and it gets waterlogged, it's very exposed, and it wasn't having a good time. So it's in a freer draining mix now, and it's doing a lot better. But having a glass house, it just helps so much. Like, say there's a normal sunny day outside in the UK, say it's about 18, 20 degrees Celsius. In here, it can be closer to 35. And that just, the amount of growth, the amount of optimum output in terms of foliage growth is insane. It's actually insane. This is another thing. I am very silly. I I have a horticultural degree, and I've been, studying plants since I was a child, basically. And I completely forgot that lemons require acidic compost. And I've recently added some acidic compost, but to this point, I realized there was too much lime there was probably too much lime in regular compost, and it's not been doing too hot. With, like, you see this yellowing sort of mottling. Yeah, that's an iron deficiency. And obviously the iron's locked to the lemon if the pH is too high, which I'm assuming it was. So yeah, I've fed it, and there is new growth now. See here, hopefully it's a bit darker. And the flowers, they smell gorgeous. You would not believe how nice they smell. But yeah, it's just focused on the greenhouse today. It's just, especially when it's a rainy day like this, it's warm, but it's rainy. And as I'd like to point out also, my bougainvillea actually has growth. You can see right here. That is growth. That's been outside all winter, granted in a frost-free greenhouse, frost-free glass house, but still, it's proof that a lot of things are harder than you would have originally thought. And I get away with it. Obviously, my Norfolk Island pine, I just love it. I'm going to be so sad when it does outgrow this greenhouse, but for now, I'm going to enjoy it. And when it does, I'll get a new one. I'll move this probably outside for the summer, bring it somewhere inside if in the winter if I can manage it. But yeah, it's looking good. It's cozy. And that's my update for the 3rd of May.